Hello viewers, today I am here with the topic natural language processing in artificial intelligence. So let us see what are we going to learn today. So first I am going to introduce the NLP, then the steps to NLP, and then I will be talking about term frequency and inverse document frequency. So let's begin. Now, as you know, the natural language is basically which humans are using has certain forms. Forms like we talk in terms of verbal, non-verbal, visual and written. So all of these, like in the verbal language or the written language, we are definitely using some script to talk to anybody. So two humans must be knowing that particular script, then only they can understand. So for machines, as you know, they only understands the numbers, the numerical equivalent of it. So how are we going to do that? So that the steps we need to know. So before to see the numerical conversion, we have to know certain attributes of the human language. Now the human language, they have attributes like certain context, then there are certain tones, emotions, and it has a multiple feeling also, those some certain words. Correct grammar, sometimes the sentences they have the correct grammar but no sense at all. So let's see the context. So when I'm talking about context, there are many words which acts differently in different context. Say for example, we are having the shoot word. Now the shoot word is basically can be used by a photography director to his photographer before clicking pictures. Then the shoot word can be used by the military commandant for his men. Then the shoot word can also be used by a corporate manager who is in a press conference for the journalist to ask questions. Let's see the examples of tones and emotions of certain words which are having multiple feelings or the meanings as well. So they are like, I feel sorry for his condition. So here I am talking about the feeling. I am sorry for the mistake. So the apology a person is doing. And left, I left my phone on the left side of the room. So you can easily see that the same word we are using and the meanings are different in one single sentence. So these nitty-gritty of a sentence or attributes of English language should be differentiated by the machine. So here comes the lot of task. Now the sentences, they have some certain syntax, semantics. Now what is a syntax? Syntax means the structure of the language. Semantic means it refers to the sense or the meaning or the description it holds. Say for example, a sentence like Ben's temper was a volcano ready to explode. So here again it's a metaphoric situation. Like now English sentences, they have sarcasm, satire. So how the machine is going to understand all these? So this is again a thing, a work which needs to be done in our algorithms. So let us start to see the first step of NLP. The first step of NLP, basically we call it text normalization. Definitely it has certain sub steps. Now the sub steps are sentence segmentation, tokenization, removing stop words, special characters and numbers, converting text to common case. Stemming and lemmatization is a very important step. Now in sentence segmentation, is basically here, if you will see a paragraph, but the paragraph which we call here as corpus. Now this corpus is basically segmented, so the as the word is saying, we are separating it into sentences. So there is a website, I'll take you to that website and you will see these links. I will be posting it in the description channel of this video. So in this website, we will be pasting a paragraph. Say for example, this paragraph I am pasting. So when I'm giving the command, so it is segmented like this. Okay. So here text analysis online, this particular website will make you understand or feel like how exactly there is a that particular algorithm is being used over here. Now coming to the next step, that is tokenization. Now the sentence, segmented sentence, the words or the characters are being kept differentiately. So here you will see the commas and the hyphen and the full stops, they are also being identified. Now removal of stop words. What are the stop words? These are the words which are occurring into the sentence just to support the sentence in a grammatical form, but then they are not having any meaning in itself. So the article, preposition, conjunctions, like these things are the stop word in the sentences. Now a sentence can have the words in different cases also. So it is always better if we change the sentence into a common case so that the numerical conversion of these characters happen very fast. Now the process stemming. Now stemming is the process in which the affix of the words are removed and the words are converted to their base form. Now the base form is the heel, as for example you can see here. So the healed word we have used and we have removed their affixes, so we got the base form. But if you see the studies, when we remove the es, basically we get a word which doesn't hold a meaning in English dictionary. So to come out of this particular problem, the process of lemmatization is being followed. So in lemmatization also the same thing is happening. The affix is getting removed, but it is giving a meaningful word after it. Say for example, the same word, the y has been added and it has been made study. So here is the difference. So to see the difference with one more word, let's check in this. Now here if you see this caring is basically we are using the lemmatization. So we get the word care, it gives a meaning, extra meaning as per that. Now this is becoming correct here. After lemmatization, this word is correct. Now here caring, if we do stemming here, so it becomes car. So the meaning entirely changes. Now, the whole thing which we just saw, basically starting from your corpus to the tokenization, the tokens being created, now in tokens are being numerically counted over here. So this works under an algorithm which is called as bag of word algorithm. Now in the bag of word algorithm, basically again we will see what are the steps. First is the text normalization, then creating the dictionary, then creating the document vector. Now the text normalization, basically collecting and pre-processing the data, make a list of all unique words occurring in the corpus. Then creating the vector means for each document in the corpus, how we have to find out how many times the word from the unique list of words are being occurring. So here comes our next thing, that is the TFIDF. So let's see the slide here. So TFIDF is basically identifying the value of each words. So term frequency and inverse document frequency. There is a particular formula in it. So let's see it in detail. So if you see the TFIDF, here we are having two documents. Now documents, these are the segmented sentences. So if you see, I pass through the pores of the ocean and shores, I change, but I cannot die. Now first, when I'm creating the document term frequency table, I will just write down each word in the first row. Then I will keep the count of the words appearing in the first document in the first row, and next row will be having for the second document. Likewise, whatever document I am having, each rows will be getting added up. Say for example, I is appearing only one time, so one. Pass is appearing for one time, so one. Through is appearing for one time, so it is once. Now in the second sentences, pass, through, the, these words are not there, so it is zero value. Now what is document frequency? When we add these two rows, we get the document frequency. For the inverse, we are going to write down the number of two document in the numerator, and the values inside it, adding it up, those values we are going to write down in the denominator. So the number of document by the document frequency value we have to write down. After that, in the inverse, you will find with the formula you have to put the logarithm value. So log value you have to write down here, and you are going to use the term frequency table for this particular part, where you are applying it with the log formula. I hope this is clear, viewers. Now going back to the table, there is a graphical representation of TFIDF, where you are using the stoppers on top, and then the values are over here the down. So it's the curve like this. Now, viewers, I am going to post all these links in the description box so that you can use them and test them. Now, in my next video, I am going to show the Python code using the NLTK library, where I am going to do the sentence segmentation, tokenization, and TF-IDF graph also we are going to create. So, for that, definitely you need to subscribe my channel, and do not forget to click so that you can have the complete lab experience for the same. Thank you very much for viewing.